So we started 70 years ago. It was a small butcher shop in Montreal. Our grandparents, when they immigrated from Spain, he started working there. And then my father came into the company, and then it became what it is today. One of the core values of the company is innovation, and that's why the project with Marel was so interesting to us. We always try to see how we can make things better, how we can make the employee's job easier, and optimizing the lines. That's always been our goal, and that's always been the way our father has kind of brought the company to where it is today. And so we've been really taught to think like that as well.
So we noticed that our retail sales in counter-ready product were exploding, and we're having a hard time keeping up with demand.
We were always very manual when it came to the tray pack, and it was actually the line where we were the least automized for the longest time.
It's no longer the bottleneck. It used to be the slowest part of the tray packing operation would be to place the product physically within the trays. So we chose to go with Marel solution on the RoboPacker because we wanted an automated process, and we're trying to reduce our labor costs as much as possible to compete in this competitive market. In order for us to have higher throughput with less labor, we went with this solution. We also like the fact that it requires us less employees as well as less specialization on these employees. It's much easier to feed the robot than to actually place the product into the trays. It becomes much more of a simplified task, especially with the belts that we have with the coloring. So now we can tell exactly who's the person that's not performing fast enough, and it just makes the whole supervision of the line easier. We get a much more steady output rate, actually.
So we were able to kind of keep the same team that we have, but basically double our output. So we've been able to bring in new customers ever since. We're running the line every day, and we're still not even maximized on it yet. So there's still room for growth, which has been really nice.
The RoboPacker allows us to use a wide variety of products, so we can still take on our boneless breast, our drumsticks, and our fillets if we need to. It's able to cross over the positions, so it's able to not necessarily just grab them in a linear fashion. It's able to crisscross them, which makes for a much more visually appealing package. For when you're touching trays, the employees would touch the product and the trays, which is not 100% the best. So now with the denester that's before the actual RoboPacker, that really took out that potential hazard right there.
So one of the things that we always say of the company is that we're extremely flexible. So we're able to turn on a dime, and the automation also allows for that. So we're able to do many SKUs. We're able to get the volume out. We're able to take in orders today and get them out today. And I think one of the reasons has been being so automized that it just allows us to be so much more flexible in our production. I think the future looking for us is probably seeing what else is on the market to kind of better what we're already doing, and anywhere we can kind of innovate, we can find better ways to do things.
This is what we see as the beginning in terms of robotics. I think we're getting into a phase where robotics are going to become more and more important in our operations. We're going to be able to purchase new equipment, and we're going to keep growing the business in this direction. Yes, absolutely.